Howdy everybody, Big Fatty Plus, and welcome back to the Big Man Plays Stasis. We last left off, we went through some horrible vats and managed to make it to here where we have a plan to find his wife and daughter, John's here. We just need to get into one of the doctor's rooms and get some blood in a thing, and we can use the blood to scan for matching DNA. And then hopefully use the DNA of the child if we find him to find the wife. Let's see, we got pipes and scaffolding forms a protective shell around a sorting machine, rising toward a high ceiling. Maze-like shadows are cast on the walls and ground. Oh, let's check the security office, because why not? Oh, we have a dead security guard here, that's lovely. Ivan Sorato. Let's see. This new guy, Anderson, is really something. 5 minutes in the door, he's already asking what all the computers do. I like it. He's inquisitive, just like my boy back home. I'm glad he got put here in this shift change, but I'm disappointed that neither these two are ladies. Could use some female company. Okay, maybe Anderson's a little more confused than inquisitive, but his heart is in the right place. I can respect it, but Sarge? How in the hell did the boy get Sarge from Sorato? Paul is just plain obnoxious. Food's not coming for a while. Unfortunately, somebody's been making moonshine. Somebody's been making moonshine. It's not the White Oak whiskey from back home, but you don't come across much liquor in space. Looks like I'll be moderating the supply, so to speak. Hodgson just tried to arrest someone. Prick. Rations are in. Good thing, too. The liquor wasn't keeping the crew at bay like it used to. The entire ship smells like crap. It's always been bad, but it gets worse every day. It's even a different type of crap every once in a while. Beyond me. Groom Lake is on lockdown. Oh, just like we are. Tremors, power outages, and several injured. Some guys left 3 days ago to repair a tram station. Haven't heard from them since. I can only fear the worst, and I don't want to wait to figure out what's been going on around here. Paul and I have agreed on a solution, but Anderson isn't grasping it. I don't expect him to. I knew Anderson would have trouble coping. I knew he wouldn't understand. At least he went easier than we will. Oh, you must have shot him then. He saw so much in his short life, there just wasn't room for more. He'll never have a funeral. Nobody back home is going to think of him and wonder what happened. I think Paul and I may be the only people on this ship who knew him by name. Maybe that Samantha girl he was talking about still remembers him. Her dog could be named after him. Or maybe he picked her a flower and she tucked it into a book. I never did read much, but right now I'd love to be holding a book. Poe would work. He's the only author I know by name. Edgar Allan Poe. I haven't talked to Paul. He thinks I'm drinking, but I'm too preoccupied with Anderson for that. I figure I'm writing this for a reason. What if nobody ever reads it? What if this ship just drifts to the edge of the universe, dead and empty? If you exist, if you somehow stumble upon this, remember Anderson for me. He reminds me so much of how my son used to be. If you don't do it, nobody will. I don't beg, I never beg. But if you're a decent human, you'll know why you have to. Remember Anderson. He must have died horribly for you want to remember him that way. You all must have been a good person too. Barely awake. Typing is an effort. Moonshine is not water. Hodgson had the last word. Well, security guards. What? Whatever. Security guard seems to have died while sitting in his cushioned recliner. Tilts back at an angle that will hold the body for a long, long time. You had anything? Nope. Nope, just a PDA. Oh, computer terminal. Hey man, do you mind if I mess with your terminal? Because I don't care, I'm going to do it anyway. Crew terminal. Crew core security logs. November 2nd. Alcohol is being manufactured and distributed aboard the Groom Lake. Security has opted to take an approach of non-intervention, as its effect on morale will likely prevent theft and potential riots associated with the limited rations. However, security will regularly confiscate quantities of alcohol to moderate the supply. Rations have arrived and been distributed. Very few reported or evidential cases of theft. This can likely be attributed to the morale increase speculated as a result of the distribution of alcohol. Specimen Samantha received for transport to Laboratory 18. This specimen from the cloning vat is contained in an iron lung. Transport needs to be arranged quickly. Specimen is scraping against the inside of the containment unit. Oh. Tremors have struck the Groom Lake. Power outages and severe energies have been reported. Lockdown is in effect. Tremors aboard a ship are not a good thing. I'm just gonna let you know. Just gonna let you know. Oops, wrong one. 25th, Christmas Day. Lovely. 4 crew members have been reported missing while attempting to restore a tram station to working order. To prevent further loss of energy, the corridor has been sealed and flooded with a high corrosive gas. Your control system. Activate motion detector.
We'll need to figure something out here.
Portals into life. Yeah, Thanks, Mara. Design slate of view from this.
Please take a moment.
Well, I can use the security cameras here. Let's see. We got that one's really bugged. Can't do anything. That one's shaking. I can't really interact with those. Okay. What about this? Can I mess with this? Can I mess with this? Can I mess with it? Can I mess with this? No. Oh, wait. What's this? Dead security guard. Crumpled body rests against the slanted bulkhead in leisurely repose. Uniform indicates it's a security officer.
They cut his wrists.
Paul Hodgkinson. Oh, he had the last where he killed himself. Okay. This whole shift change thing is kind of strange. Putting Ronald in security while he's obviously not equipped strikes me as irresponsible. Oh well, I'm sure I can compensate. Enough without telling us to follow the new security guidelines this evening. Wonder what happened. Still a few extra doors to unlock as far as I'm concerned. Easy enough. Food supplies are stalled. People are getting nervous. Someone's been distilling alcohol despite the fact that express authorization is required to even possess it. Ivan was describing the concept of moonshine to Ronald, and the guy asked how moonshine could exist if we're in space so far from the moon. I swear to God, if aliens board the ship and pick us off one by one or something, I want to see Ronald go first. He must be an idiot. I really want to do something about this alcohol situation. It's my duty to ensure that the Groom Lake's crew is secure and that the important research isn't interfered with. At least I'd like to believe so. These clowns don't share the sentiment. The butt end of the ship just started exploding and jolted everything that wasn't bolted down. There's a goddamn pin stuck on the wall next to me. I can imagine all the people injured right now, but I can't leave on account of the lockdown. Lockdown or not, Station B is screwed. So getting to medical isn't happening. Someone suggests that we could use the specimen transport track. That's shady as all hell. There's no leaving the security center now. Staring at Ronald's lifeless body isn't an effing superior alternative to being ripped apart by whatever's outside. I hear screams. They're distant and muffled. Silence. 24 hours of silence. Not a scream. Not a footstep. Still not a word from Ivan. The guy looked away from the atmosphere control room just before Ronald pulled the plug. I got bored and read Ronald's file. He had a lot of stuff running real deep. Maybe wasn't ignorant after all. That's it for the water. I'd refuse to drink anything but moonshine. Tried my best to get him to have water. Stubborn sucker wouldn't hear it. He hasn't moved in a while. So the guy must have drunk himself to death. Lovely. Well, I guess we'll go this way. Into the crew commons.
Once we know where Becca is, how can I get to her?
There is another tram through the crew quarters. Once we know where you're going, we'll move forward from there.
More trams.
Yeah, I don't blame him, my man. I don't... Smile, it says.
God forgive us.
Mountain images. A landscape of a a long landscape of a serene mountainscape intended to provide a sense of calm and perspective. I don't think it's working now. Oh, we got a dead body over here. Man, you look a little Oh! Yeah, obviously he's dead. Let me just touch your
Wish I
PDA.
could do something. Something more.
Dr. Rick Graham. Oh boy. December 27th. I'm getting sick of this bumps and scrapes bullcrap. I didn't get this degree just so I could stitch up idiots when they accidentally stab themselves with a pen. I want to do fun experiments. Is that too much to ask? It's not like I want to be a mad scientist and sew new arms onto people or anything. Although, human spiders would be cool. Slap yourself! Slap yourself in the face! How dare you? December 7th. It's a miracle! Security somehow ended up passing the container from one of the cloning vats onto me. It's labeled Samantha. They understand it's to be transferred to Lab 18, right? Oh well, no reason I can't observe it for a while, right? I'll have my little assistant Miriam make up some good excuses for me. Oh, hopefully you're not like the guy in Kane who liked to manipulate the specimens with his member. December 8th. This creature is marvelous. The notes included don't say much, but I'm pretty sure that she didn't have a fully formed spine when they packaged this girl up. It describes her as being just a tail. There's some other bones as well, but I didn't major in monster anatomy. I wish I had, though. You can't make this crap up. December 10th. This sucker grew eyes! I mean it! She did not have these last time I checked. They're rudimentary, sure, but they just grew. They followed me around. At this point, I'm going to take credit for Samantha entirely. I mean, they can't prove that there was anything more than some stem cells in that container at the last they saw, right? From now on, Samantha is mine. I can't wait to see what she turns into. Lab 18 is definitely getting suspicious and impatient. I'm running out of excuses for why I haven't transferred Samantha yet. I need Miriam to stall a bit longer. I read her PDA, so I know she wants to turn me in. She wants my job. Fortunately, I have video of her screwing the guys from the lab. All of them. So there's my job security. Oh my god, this whole place is screwed up just like the other one. December 19th. It just got serious. The tremors knocked me over the counter, and I twisted the muscle in my knee. It's going to be a long lockdown spent bandaging people up without any access to the full medical wing. December 21st. Samantha isn't mine anymore. Some other poor fool can take responsibility for this one. Oh, so when she becomes a problem, you don't want to deal with anymore! You jerk. December 29th. I heard shrill screams coming from the entertainment area. The first and last time I performed surgery, the patient woke up and started screaming her head off. Something about seeing your own exposed ribs really bothers people. Anyway, these screams are like that, only more intense. They're the screams of the dying. I've locked the emergency bulkhead, no sign of Miriam. I don't think it worked, my friend. But I like something against the entrance bulkhead. With his head hanging forward, it's almost possible to imagine him having a nap during the long shift. Oh, I wanna... Oh, I just realized it just said help me right there. Okay, well, I guess I should, whoop, dive through before the door gets me. Because the other door was locked, I couldn't go through it. Oh, that's lovely. That's very lovely. That's, I'm gonna say, because that's a lot of blood. That's a lot of blood. Blood in the area. That's in fact too much blood for my feeling. That's supposed to analyze DNA samples placed on its receiving tray.
I think this is it.
Excellent. You need to get your blood sample onto the receiving tray, and I'll do the rest.
Okay, how do I get my blood sample onto the... Oh. Well, that might be effective. Okay. There we go.
Okay, it's working.
Receiving the genetic info.
Oh, thank you very much.
Good, John. This is excellent.
Wait.
Oh!
I can hear something.
What the hell was that? Frosted glass. Congealed blood running down the frosted glass window.
Sure.
Oh! I didn't get to. Okay, let me hold on.
The hell?
Yeah, before I do that, there was a PD day over here that I wanted to access before doing all that. I also want to check this Iron Lung viewing portal. Let's check that. That was actually terrifying. Whatever that. What the hell's in there?
I'm not sure what I was expecting.
Ah!
Holy fuck.
I don't want to look in there again. Yeah, something broke that. I'm just gonna read this. Oh, Miriam's PDA. I wanted to read this. I definitely wanted to read this. December 7th. Miriam Goldberg. Dr. Graham is up to no good. This weird pod accidentally arrived at our medical bay. It holds the most terrifying creature I've ever seen in my entire life. And he says it's beautiful? He wants me to find an excuse for why he isn't being transferred to Lab 18. Good thing the guys there like me. I'll help him keep it a secret for now. Although, I might get his job if I could get him kicked off the Groom Lake. I'll keep an eye on what he's up to. Hey, you shouldn't have typed that. You really shouldn't have put that in there. Interesting. This thing is growing all sorts of body parts at ungodly rates. Notes say it was just a tail and some flesh at some point, but I don't even see a tail anymore. What kind of effed up experiments are we doing? You don't want to know, Miriam. You probably already know now. F. I'm locked out of the medical bay, and Dr. Graham has locked himself in there with that thing. We need to help those injured people, insufferable punk. They want to use the specimen transport track to get the injured crew members to the medical wing. Even if the ship wasn't falling apart, that's a terrible idea. It's funny to see everyone frantically typing away on their PDAs. Who's going to read it? The surface of whatever planet's gravitational pull pulls the lifeless Groom Lake gets... Whoever's going to read it. The surface of whatever planet's gravitational pull the lifeless Groom Lake gets sucked into doesn't care about your dang feelings. Yes, it doesn't. That's frustrating. Yeah. Oof, that part was a bit scary. I skipped. That's why I skipped ahead because I wanted to read that. That was important.
I don't know what I was thinking there.
What do you mean you don't know what you're thinking? You take a shot of you so we can do this again properly, because... Motherfucker!
This isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work.
Oh, come on! Why isn't it working? Oh,
this is it.
I have to
Excellent.
interact with it first. Duh.
You need to get your
Dark.
blood sample onto the receiving tray, and I'll do the rest.
The only reason I'm redoing this is because I want to properly react to the situation, because I was too busy trying to reload because I missed a file that I wanted to read. I get a one-track mind for some things, you know?
Okay, it's working.
Receiving the genetic info. This is good, John. This is...
Now I'm watching that
excellent.
window, definitely, this time. Oh, that was big! That was big! That was big! And I don't mean me. Yeah, let's check that. Now we checked that, so...
Sure.
Oh! Woo! Woo, boy! That was big! And it snatched that body up quick.
What the hell was that?
I only picked up a flash from the scanner. A crew member.
No.
I wasn't a crew member. I wasn't even a person. It was an animal.
The upload finished. I'm going to start the scan now.
Tia, what's going on here?
Yes, what is?
Things, but I don't know any specifics. You have to believe me.
Maybe it was one of those fucking things that ate Yuri.
Yeah, possibly.
Plants. I don't care for man's pets.
Just let me know when the scan's finished.
Secondary containment is now accessible. Head through to the other tram station.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. I really should have just reacted properly, but yeah, I was kind of focused on. I wanted to read that. I wanted to see what that item was. You know me. I have FOMO, big FOMO. I fear of missing out. missing on stuff. That body's definitely sustaining whatever's back there.
Warning. Serotonin levels are abnormal.
I have no idea what serotonin is. But I imagine it probably has something to do with the fact that I just witnessed a monster. So yeah, I probably imagine they're low. Class figure of life does not add to your confidence of this elevator. No, it doesn't. Containment block door. Scuffing a floor in front of the door indicates that it's seen frequent use. And also there is scratches on the door too, which do not fill me with confidence.
Scratch marks. Something was trying to get in.
Yeah.
Looks like gas.
Oh, definitely don't want to do that. Let me see here. Let me see here. Can I mess with this? Door locked due to atmosphere control override. Let's see. Oh. Oh, I can't do anything with that. Can I do anything with this?
No power to the elevator.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, I guess we can only go this way then. That's too dang dark for me! That's too goddamn dark for me! Let's see here. Ho! 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 There's blood on the floor. That's not good. Okay, so whatever that thing was around here. What the hell? Organic growth. At the thickest section of the tangled growth, bulbous knots form a shape eerily close to that of a human body. As you listen, you can hear the rasp of labored breathing. Yeah, those are people. They were probably sitting there and got engulfed by whatever the frick that mess is. Sleepy cot. Somewhere under the floor grating, steam wafts constantly upward, though it's more benign than the gas in the room. Torn up floor grating. Flaps of industrial grating have been pushed upward from below, rumpled like a discarded memo. The guts of the level below lie exposed. I imagine I have to go down there, so let's explore the other room first.
Mother had a lung that was covered
Hello?
in fat.
What?
Father had a tongue that was also black.
Is anyone there?
They didn't care
I don't
for
think
us.
so.
We didn't care for them. And so it happened again and again. Skin like a crocodile and eyes like sin. The RG consumed them from within.
Don't ever give me that nursery rhyme ever again. That sounded like a nursery rhyme. Don't ever do it again. Never. Because that was just wrong. Personal, these lockers have been lacerated with the deep red blood of the people who were killed here. You can tell from the uneven placement of the sleeping cots that some forces scattered them from their original positions. Dead body, another gruesome victim of the indiscriminate slaughter. This one has a strangely wistful look on his face, as if it were imagining an escape into the cheery landscape under the walls. Yeah. Beth taking back on people who never see him again.
Looks like he didn't even manage to get out of his bunk.
Oh, lovely. April 24th. You know what's worse than being a janitor? Being a space janitor. The crap I literally have to put up with is unbelievable. I mean it. My job is to control the recycling of methane expulsion from human waste. Crappy is an understatement. Plus, I can barely understand my coworker. I think he's Polish, but he only speaks Spanish. How do you think he's Polish if he only speaks Spanish? Never mind. Oh, by the way, the guy's name is Grant Peterson. June 20. Isabella's been talking to me. Hope she doesn't have any ideas. I'm really not into that. Even if she was a guy. Even if she was a guy, she's just so difficult to deal with. Ah, so Grant's gay. Okay, that's fine. Okay. He's like, okay, so she's coming on to him, and he's like, no, I'm not into you. Even if she was a guy, she's just so difficult to deal with. I think she purposely leaves some shadow of a doubt that she might have some feelings for Harry, just so that he'll hang around. The poor guy's obsessed. It's creepy, but it's also the teeniest bit sweet. June 29th. I think Jupiter's finally done growing. She was such a cute little kitten. Now she's big and doesn't cuddle anymore. Harry's allergic. He thinks that I keep Jupiter around just to mess with him. Really, I don't. She gets in the way sometimes, but she's the only living thing that really understands me. I love that little kitten. Big kitten. Something's gonna happen to Jupiter. July 2nd. Isabella smacked Harry straight across the face today. I think he called her a pet name to her face. I would have been flattered. Poor guy. August 11th. Everything's so uneventful around here. Maybe that's a good thing? I'm trying to talk to Isabella to see if she's interested in Harry. I don't think so, but I want to make sure. It would help me sleep a little bit better. Why are you here? You trying to play matchmaker, dude? October 8th. Interdepartment pool wins 64 days of leave? Interdepartment pool to win 64 days of leave? What a joke. Kitchen security and maintenance aren't even eligible when they're the ones that keep the ship running. Oh wait, I guess that makes sense. October 29th. This fungus crap is everywhere. It's already in the methane collection plant. Shelby's such a cow. She says she hopes it gives me cancer. But that way I can start over with new organs courtesy of Kane Corp, of course. I told her that there was only one organ I really wanted, but that Harry was too busy following Isabella. Shelby said, "Oh, it all makes sense now. You go, girl." But I'm not a girl. Could have been worse. I just hope she can keep a secret. I want everyone involved in my business. You really shouldn't involve everyone in your business because it tends to get bad. Next thing you know, everyone's trying to play matchmaker. November 13th. This mushroom plant that hydroponics came up with is not working. If anything, it's made the life in the plant just a little more grueling. November 19th. People have been complaining to me about weird smells coming from the vents. I swear it's not the plant. I can smell it too. November 22nd. Emergency rations! I snuck some food to Jupiter first. She was acting a little loopy. I noticed just today that Harry has the most adorable way of stuffing his face. He always inspects whatever he's about to eat before he takes a bite, then shoves as much in his mouth as he can. Ah, the simple things. December 18th. Power's out in places around the ship. Hopefully the plant isn't next. That sure wouldn't end well. No, it wouldn't. December 19th. I haven't seen Jupiter since the tremors. I can only make assumptions. Oh god, I hope she's safe. I don't want Harry to get hurt in all this either. He's such a little guy. I've been following Isabella around to get closer to Harry and make sure he's okay. I don't know what's going on, but suddenly it doesn't matter whether or not he could even care about me. December 22nd. Those guys who went to work on Station B haven't come back yet. I've been trying to sleep as much as I can now so I can stay on my toes when everything goes to hell. I've cried a little as well. Partly because of Jupiter and partly for reasons I don't understand. December 24th. I want to burden Harry by telling him about how I feel. I know it'll just confuse and upset him. I'm really hopeful they'll all make it out of this. Yeah, we'll all make it out of here. But Shelby's pessimism is contagious. I don't know. Will I have another chance to open my heart to someone? I'll have to hope so. I just can't tell Harry. Yeah, being that this is found on your body, yeah, you probably never got a chance to. Dead body. Of course, it's been savage. His leg is nothing more than tendon strapped to bone.
I'll never get used to this.
Oh. You know what? We'll read this next time. Because, yeah, I'm coming up on 30 minutes. I don't want this to be too long. So, things seem to have gotten very bad on this ship. Very, 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 very bad. Is there more than one monster running around this ship? Probably. But what made everything go to hell in a handbasket? And what caused the tremors? And what happened to his cat? Find out next time on The Big Man Plays Stasis. Till then, it's Big Fatty Plus. Sayonara. And you really shouldn't have pets on spacefaring vessels because nothing will ever come good of them. I mean, they could end up being abducted by whatever mutants on board. An alien could get them. Or they might walk into a bit of machinery and gum up the entire ship.